we better check, because if Dad's dead, then that means no one else can operate the sleigh, and then there's no way to even do.
Oh, the sleigh master? He's alive. He's outside somewhere.
Oh my God! Is Mom alive too? Did you meet an elf named Sif? Is she there too?
Oh yes, she's also alive. She gave me some coal, so I won't throw rocks at you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have fun.
Is it safe?
I think mostly.
We killed everything.
No, not everything. There's some other little guys.
I grin at everybody. This is fun.
Oh, golly.
Should we go downstairs and kill that lady?
Yes. Stomp. Really fast.
Yes.
All right, we continue down the stairs, and we do hit one landing. So now as you descend the stairs yet again, the scent of pine and cinnamon wafts over you, and you start to hear jingle bells very lightly just in the air. You enter a room and you see a fire crackling, and the air becomes slightly warmer and cozier. From where the senses emanate, you see the crackling fireplace built into the curved wall with no smoke rising. There's a cook stove and a burbling liquid in a kettle, and directly in front of the fireplace is a large wooden desk, embellished with intricate carvings that match the decor in the entry room of the workshop above. There's a plush green armchair, and a holiday tree sparkles to the party, with presents beneath it neatly tied and inviting. You can see some of them are labeled Sif, Thrin, Brock, and a bunch of other elfy names, Spruce, Berry, things like that. There's a overwhelming sense of feeling at home here, and everybody can regain 2 hit dice and the effects of a short rest, not like you freaking need it.
Don't tell me what I need.
I will burn 1 hit die and get back 9. So,
oh goody.
Oh, I took damage, actually. I do need it.
Yeah, way back at the beginning, I think you kind of did. Huh?
Yeah. I took
Hooray for me.
9 that I have healed.
There's we can cut this. There's supposed to be this whole puzzle where you search Santa's desk and find a key and blah 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 blah. But we could just say we continue down the steps after feeling.
Raucous is rifling through the desk and looking at the book.
Yeah, we could.
1 second. I would like to.
Yes, please. What would you like to do in Santa's office?
So we're in Santa's office, and there's a door, and it's locked, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there are a couple doors. One is locked.
So obviously, I think we can all agree that obviously the locked one is the one that we want. I have just the thing. And Cram reaches under his red coat to his cloak of useful items and pulls out an iron door and puts it on top of the door. And it opens.
Is that what that does?
Yeah, I can make a door wherever I want.
Insane.
And so I just made a door at the door. This is my favorite item.
Just as Cram opens the door and goes through all of that, Raucous, who has been digging through the desk, finds a little candy cane key and is so excited that she has found it and sees that the door is open already.
There's this key floating, because I'm just getting near the end of my invisibility.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's an hour, right? We've been kind of ripping through everything.
No, yeah, for sure.
So it's just like little floating key, and the book's been all flipped through, and the drawers have been pulled out, and she's just been rifling the desk. And you just hear this like, I found the key. Oh, never mind.
I take the key and I eat it.
It's a delicious peppermint.
Nom, nom, nom.
And as soon as you bite it, you like feel the like the textures of the, I don't know the term for like the teeth of the key.
Yes.
And
it opens your heart.
You're gonna have teeth.
You take a 1d4 one piercing damage from the pointy candy cane. I'm dealing out damage how I can.
Let's go downstairs.
Yeah, you feel rejuvenated. You've got a sense of Christmas spirit, and we can continue down the stairs.
Can I spend my other hit die?
Yeah, you can get that 1 hit point back.
Yes. Okay. Thankful.
You like take the last sip of the hot chocolate that like has just been in a mug staying warm for you. You're like, as you're leaving the door, you run back and get it. And you get that last little hit point back.
Excellent.
All right. So in your marching order, can you put yourselves...
I'm going to go first.
Yeah, this is the entry. So like, yeah.
As we're doing that, what was the book, Josh, on the desk?
The book it's the list.
Oh, Rocky takes that.
Excellent. It is the pages seem to be like made of gold, but they're paper. Like it's a very thin gold. It's like even it's not written, everything is somehow etched into this like thin gold paper. It's you don't quite understand how it's possible.
Right.
But it's very pretty.
Yeah. All right. Well, I've got it with me because they have to put our names in it later, so I just make it easy in case something happens.
It smells like nutmeg.
As I enter this room, I pull out my lantern of revealing and light it. And for the 6 hours, it sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. Invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they are within the lantern's bright light.
Gotcha.
Oh,
so
great.
Invisible in here.
So Raucous is visible unless he like hasn't turned the corner yet.
Yeah, she hasn't turned the corner, so it's all good.
I keep saying he, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
All right, so as you head down these stairs, the air around you begins to grow cold, but not in a pole way, but in a something is wrong with this kind of way. And then once you cross and turn that corner, you see ahead of you stands a beautiful Kringle elf woman. This one is tall, like a kind of regular like wood elf height. Likely the Eldara that was mentioned by the ice sprites earlier. She's dressed in a flowing red and green dress that billows in a non-existent wind. Her white hair trails behind her, and she holds a long staff in 2 hands. Its base is spiraled with white and red, and its head is adorned with leaves and red holly berries. She spins it, and jingle bells sound with each movement, and she is surrounded by a circle of white glowing runes on the floor. Her eyes are fixated on 2 figures in the very center of the room, which you recognize from portraits that you've seen exploring the workshop of Santa and what you would assume to be his wife, Myra Claus. Their joyful red clothing are in tatters. They are bound, kneeling, and surrounded by the same glowing white runes as are around Eldara. But these are not aglow yet. There are also white globes of magical energy that pulse in 4 recesses of the room from glass orbs on pedestals. You hear the Clauses scream, and your vision goes momentarily white as the room returns to normal, and the red of the Clauses' clothes appear, but more muted, and Eldara herself appears more radiant and almost literally glowing. She laughs and sighs happily. She lowers the staff, seemingly relaxed, as Santa and Myra lie on the floor, unmoving and gray. And who are you?
Your worst nightmare.
Oh, I was also going to say that.
Oh, I take it back. You say it.
Your worst nightmare.
Your worst nightmare.
That's cute. It seems more like you are nothing and powerless. The solstice is now mine.
Not if I have anything to say about it, and I'll cast Ray of Sickness.
All right, let's roll initiative. Burgles.
Burgles! 11.
Raucous.
17.
Sylbrix.
Natural 20 for 22.
Yeah.
Cram.
18.
18. And Cram will start with your Ray of Sickness.
Nice.
So is that a save for me or a hit for you?
It's a hit for me. 15?
So you fire this Ray of Sickness and it hits kind of a magical barrier around Eldara and doesn't seem to have any sort of effect at all. And she just gives a... Is that it?
Damn it.
Sylbrix, you're up, and then...
What does the barrier look like?
It's a white... It matches the same white glow that these glyphs on the ground and the globes are emanating.
Looking at my 6 intelligence and my 9 wisdom, I'm going to rush. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Jesus, he's so fast!
And I'm going to, from behind, use my first attack to do a blowgun dart. So the blowgun attack is a dirty 20.
That's on Eldara.
Yes.
The blowgun, the dart disintegrates as it again hits a barrier.
She is shielded, and I spend the rest of my movement and try to attack her with my axe.
So you are you're trying to push. You feel this energy now, and you're trying to push through it, and you are drained of 5 HP.
No.
Just kind of, you feel this life force kind of sapped out of you as you're trying to push through this barrier.
And I don't get my attack off, do I? Or do I?
No. You can't get within distance to
Got it.
try.
Okay.
It's like pushing against you that much.
Okay. Witch!
All right. Cram, you're next, followed by Raucous.
Cram's gonna take out the coal that he got and try to catapult her again.
All right, roll the hit.
I don't. You roll dex.
Oh, gotcha. Right. She chooses to fail, but it doesn't matter. The coal doesn't penetrate the barrier.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Are these simple toys you picked from the workshop upstairs, or are you trying to fight me?
For my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath on myself.
Oh, what's that do?
It makes it so that
That sounds so cool.
for up to a minute, I can take a magic action to exhale a 15-foot cone.
Oh, I see.
Making creatures make a dexterity saving throw and taking damage of my choice.
Is that a 2024 spell?
No, that's no, it's not.
Really? Oh,
I was
that's
like-
so cool.
I chose my stuff so fast. So I just have that on me for now.
Great.
I guess
Cram?
I'll also move myself. I'm gonna chill by this orb.
Cool. I keep saying Crom, and like then I'm just in Conan the Barbarian mode, but it's Cram.
Yeah.
Raucous. Rocky.
Raucous. Yeah, Rocky is going to move. And when she gets here, she's going to use one of her, like a special ability she has because she's a satyr, and do a mirthful leap. So it just means I get to, like, when I take a jump or a long jump, I can add a D8 to my movement. It's really just more for bitch and dramatic effect than having to get distance. But she does put herself, like up here. And as she leaps, she's going to start doing stuff. So I want her to, like, in the middle of the mirthful leap, the invisibility, like, sparkles off.
Oh, sick.
So then she lands. And the first thing she does as a bonus action is she's going to use Unsettling Words. So I can use one of my bardic inspirations and choose a creature I can see. And then I roll my bardic inspiration die, which is a D8. and she's going to be neg 5 to her next saving throw.
Okay.
Before the next turn, and so she as she's leaping and reveals herself, Eldara, evil vile creature of the Shadowfell, be prepared to be knocked down to your knees by Raucous Willowbreeze, entertainer extraordinaire of the court of Titania, summer queen of the Feywild. And then she's gonna like make this really dramatic thing and looks her dead steely in the eyes and says, you know, if you've got a snowball in your left hand and a snowball in your right hand, you know what you got? Frosty's full attention. And I'll cast Tasha's hideous laughter as I tell her a really bad Christmas joke.
That was very good, though. That was very good, though.
What kind of save is that?
So she needs to make a DC 16 Wisdom save, and she's neg 5.
Yeah, that's a fail. It's a 4.
He will laugh uncontrollably, and then enters the prone condition.
She does, but she
That
does
is
it
so funny.
in a mocking way. She's, oh, you have heard of me. That's so great for you. I've never heard of you. Who are you, silly little thing? But she is laughing and curled over still. What are the other effects of that?
So basically, she's laughing uncontrollably. She's prone and incapacitated. And then anytime she takes damage, or at the end of her turn, she can make another Wisdom saving throw. If she gets hit for damage, she gets to make that save at advantage.
Gotcha.
But for now, she's incapacitated and she is prone.
Sounds good. It is her turn.
And she can't take actions or reactions because she's incapacitated.
Right. So she's just still laughing in the floor at Raucous and his crazy antics. So, and now it makes the saving throw again.
Yeah, now she can make a Wisdom saving throw.
She got a 9.
That does not save.
Oh, good. All right. Burgles, you're up, followed by Sylbrix again.
Burgles is going to, seeing that she is surrounded by a shield, Burgles is going to try another tactic, and Burgles is going to trudge up to the, dissipating Santa Claus and try and stick a shovel in it.
What? He's gonna stab Santa? You're stabbing Santa with a shovel? I mean, I just want to... Yes? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Roll to hit with advantage.
Your tone makes me feel like that's the wrong answer.
No. I'm just...
Burgles, are you trying to assassinate Santa? You're trying to get revenge?
Santa?
Is that your revenge?
What if it's not the real Santa?
I rolled a 9 plus 7, so 16.
16 hits. How much damage do you do?
Would you say that I had sneak attack on that?
Yeah, I would.
5 feet of them.
But he's he's unconscious, so I would think that counts. Or he's...
Oh, should I have gotten advantage then? Can I reroll for your 20?
I had you go at advantage, so if you didn't, then yes.
No, I got a 2.
Cool.
Your lucky fucking day, Santa. That's gonna be 10 damage.
All right.
Did it work?
You stabbed Santa. You've shoveled Santa.
All right. Well, next time I'll try something else.
You pull out your shovel, expecting him to come back or be alive or something, and it's just you pull back a bloody shovel.
Oh, it's bloody?
I mean, you stabbed him.
Oh my god. Burgles looks at the blood and just goes, "Oh no."
The blood smells a little bit like licorice.
Ew. Disgusting.
Anything else, Burgles?
Yeah, Burgles is gonna take a step back. And then that's it.
Amazing. Sylbrix, you're up, followed by Cram.
Is the barrier still there?
Yes.
And you said the barrier light looks like the orb lights, right? I have to make an intelligence check. Because I don't know if Sylbrix can figure it out.
Yeah.
Thank God Burgles was the smart one.
Okay.
You're so right.
I told you!
I got a 7. Did I figure it out?
Oh, they're so shiny. And they are the same shiny that she is. You rolled a 7?
I rolled a 7, yeah. Actually, I rolled 9 minus 2. So.
I rolled with the intention of if I beat you, it's a no, but I rolled a 6. So okay. Yes, the universe has said Sylbrix figured it out.
Okay. I run over to... Okay, let's see if I can do this. I run 10 feet over this one. I use the axe to hit it. Rolling a 19 plus 8, 27.
Yeah, that hits.
Doing max damage. I'm not raging yet. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and rage. Okay. So that is 22 points of slashing damage.
All right, this thing practically shatters before you even touch it with your axe. And as soon as it does, you feel this energy wash over you. Everybody else sees the energy over Eldara and the circle in the ground kind of flicker for a minute, but maintain after. But you are washed in this energy. You need to make a Constitution saving throw. Shooting for a 15.
I only rolled an 11.
Oh,
but I'm raging. Well, no. It doesn't help.
Sylbrix has lost all holiday spirit. You have disadvantage on all attack rolls against Eldara, and disadvantage on saving throws for 2 hours. Also,
2 hours.
Also, you can't taste peppermint or cinnamon.
Oh no!
This makes me even madder. And I run over to the other one and do my second attack on.
Oh, great. You're not gonna miss, and
okay.
You probably can't roll lower than its HP, so that one also just is destroyed. You feel the same energy, but like you're already with no holiday spirit.
If I'm gonna be on the naughty list, let's make it a good one.
All right. And again, the lights start to flicker, and Eldara's laughing and cackling kind of starts to turn a little more manic as her like beautiful long white hair is becoming more in her face, and she's kind of becoming a little more psychotic in the eyes and the laughs and all of that. Anything else, Sylbrix?
Nope.
Cram.
At any point was Eldara flying, or was she firmly planted on Cram?
She was always standing, and now she's like curdled over in laughter.
Okay,
yeah.
Great. So Cram is going to take flight with his winged boots, and come over here and rip off another pit from his robe. So that she will fall into a 10-foot pit.
You have 2 pits?
I have 3 pits. So she's in a pit now.
Okay.
A 10-foot pit.
Great. It's a square pit?
Yeah, it's a cube.
And like it's 10 foot down, or it's...
Yeah, it's 10 feet in all directions.
Oh, great. That's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, but like angle it so it's just her in neither of the clauses.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
Great.
down in the pit now.
What are you trying to kill Santa?
Oh, she thinks it's hilarious still. Oh my gosh.
That probably counts as my action, huh?
Probably.
I feel like it would have to. No, I am still going to do it for my bonus action. I'm going to use innate sorcery. And for the next minute, I'm going to have advantage on the attack rolls of all of my spells. That's it for Cram. He just wanted to put her in a pit.
Next is Raucous and then Burgles.
Well, Raucous sees that Eldara is still in there, but notices that Sylbrix has been breaking these things. So she's like, oh, yeah, I guess that makes some sense. And she's going to look over to the one down here, like down near the bottom.
Oh, by the way, I finished my move because I still had like 20 feet of movement left.
Oh, great.
that Sylbrix was racing towards there. And I'm going to cast Starry Wisp at it. So I'll launch a mote of light that actually looks like a tiny little stereotypical fairy, like a Tinkerbell. That's what the mote of light looks like.
Uh-huh.
And it just like races, like flies screaming towards this thing. And I'll try to see if I can't hit it. 17 to hit.
Okay. As this little mote flies towards the crystal orb, the orb's glow and magic kind of just eats the little wisp. It just kind of...
I think as that happens, it's like, ah! It just like lets out this little squeal. So it doesn't hit, right? Basically, it absorbs it. Okay. They seem that they may be immune to magic attacks. Ah, excellent. All right, well, that was my action. Then Raucous will look over at Cram and say, Cram, honey, I think you better smash those orbs over by you, but you know what? I know you're big. I know you're strong. I know your hair smells fantastic, and you gotta tell me about your conditioner when this whole thing's over. And that's Bardic Inspiration.
Thank you, that is very kind.
It's Eldara, but she's stuck laughing. It's growing more and more maniacal. She's starting to sound like a witch. I mean, she is a witch, but like a more kind of dark, evil, stereotypical, like witchy cackle. She ends her turn, making her saving throw, and gets a dirty 20.
All right.
She finally breaks out, and then she just like lets out a scream. And she says, I'm in a damn pit. And Burgles, you're next.
So does her energy shield look like it has weakened after smashing 2 of the 4 orbs? Like, are we just making it dark in here, or...
No, each time an orb has been shattered, the lights or the glyphs and her shield has kind of flickered a bit, and then it maintains.
Okay. Burgles, how high up are they?
10 is 5 feet. They're kind of just on a little inlet in the wall.
You almost said 10 feet, and I was going to be like, that's rude, because I can't read that.
No, they'd for sure be at like waist high at the or like a, yeah, they're like at a display height, so like 5 feet.
Okay. Burgles is going to take his shovel and smash it into the light next to Cram.
Just roll damage on that.
Can I sneak attack it? It didn't see it coming.
No.
All right, well, that's still
10 damage. Rolled nice.
Absolutely, that's plenty. This one also shatters, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I forgot that happened.
Look at these consequences. I rolled a 19 plus.
All right, you make it.
Nice.
You keep your holiday spirit.
For revenge.
And again, these lights and her shield, if you can see down the 10-foot pit, kind of flicker.
I'm pretty sure Burgles got sprayed with holiday spirit when she stuck Santa in the back with the shovel. I'm, just like just a walk in holiday spirit.
I should have inspiration.
Oh, if I had the thought, I might have. That's funny. Anything else, Burgles?
No, just don't ever forget
that all
I'll
of you.
never forget that you stabbed Santa with the shovel.
I would stab Santa for you. No questions asked.
Sylbrix, you're up, and then Cram.
Okay, I run over to the light. It's like, oh, this is for taking my holiday spirit, and I attack the orb.
Great. Again, I don't think you can roll lower than a D4 of damage, probably.
No.
So that light shatters, and the glyphs also lift up, and none of you can really see down the 10-foot pit.
I'm flying, so I get a better angle.
There's a little white, dim glow that you see kind of disappear from Eldara.
Okay, great.
Anything else, Sylbrix?
I use my bonus. Well, I guess attacking the light counts as extending my rage.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I can use my bonus action to, in 2024 rules, I can use my bonus action to extend my rage.
To just stay mad?
Stay mad, yeah.
Oh,
But
interesting.
I am going to stay mad. And actually, I'm going to do this. 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I jump in the pit with her. If I can fall on her, I'll do that.
Are you trying to?
Sure.
Just like roll a dexterity check.
Okay. That is a 14.
Oh, she got a natural 20. She sees you and she just has like stood up. Well, I guess she can't, but she like rolls away, I guess, at the last second, seeing you come over the edge. Let's see, that was Sylbrix. Cram. Sorry, 1 second. Now that the globes are broken. No, we'll wait till it's her turn. Go ahead, Cram.
Okay, so I'm gonna fly over here. And I'm gonna use my Dragon's Breath.
But I am also going to use a sorcery point to use Careful Spell. And so I'm going to choose Sylbrix to automatically succeed on their saving throw.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
And you take no damage if you would normally take half damage. So you're okay. But I am going to try to yeet this lady with, let's do lightning breath, and it's a dex save.
She gets a 5.
Great. So that's 3d6. Damn, that's 15 points of lightning damage.
Fantastic. Anything else, Cram?
I'm being backed up a little bit.
Raucous.
Raucous, I think now sees that Santa's not doing good. Like, he's not great. I don't know if they're still great, but he's like, and she's gonna run over, and she wants to see if he's making death saving throws, or is he dead?
He's not dead.
She's going to pull out the lump of coal, cast prestidigitation to set it on fire, and she's going to say, I bet you never thought a lump of coal would be something good that you'd get. And he can heal for 1d2.
That's true. Beautiful.
So I'll heal him for 2 hit points.
Hooray, Santa. Anything else, Raucous?
Nope. That was her move and her... Oh, I guess she'll look back. She'll look at who did she see? Burgles back. Cram, I already gave inspiration, right? She looks back at Burgles and she's like, I swear, the next person you hit better be the big bad witch and not anybody else dressed in red. All right? And I'll give her bardic inspiration.
She's also dressed in red.
No, but not that red. You know what I'm talking about. Don't make it difficult.
All right, it is Eldara's turn, and she feels that the power of her barrier is gone, and she screams, and she bonus action Misty Steps.
Damn it!
Out of the pit. She Misty steps into the sky, or like into the air, and kind of floats down. And she starts to scream, "No! The power will be mine. It was always meant to be mine, and I will have it." And she flourishes her staff and points it directly at the unmoving clauses on the floor. And a green and red beam strikes both of them, and their monochromatic bodies start lifting into a standing position, and their limbs and neck go limp like a puppet. And they start to grow 7 feet tall, and their clothes start to rip, and their bodies shift and mutate. Their skin goes white as snow. They kind of grow these big claws, and they let loose just a bestial scream at you. And then she kind of winks at Raucous. "Thanks for healing my toys."
The answer was Stab Santa.
I never want to hear shit about that ever again.
It is.
Do not fucking at me.
It is Santa's turn now, and Raucous, they are going to make a claw. Cram, you're flying. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. They're gonna make a. They're gonna come here between Raucous and Burgles, and they're going to do Wintry Cyclone, where in a 15-foot column, each creature needs to make a dexterity saving throw. So Burgles and Raucous, and Cram, how high are you flying?
Probably like 10-ish feet.
All right, they probably can't grab you. But Burgles and Raucous, make a dex saving throw.
Is this a saving throw against a spell?
No, it's a melee attack.
Ah, okay, cool.
19 plus 7, 26.
13.
All right, your score to beat was 12, so you'll take half of 4d6, which is going to be 5, just 5 cold damage. Okay, and then Burgles, it's your turn.
So I am stabbing Santa, or I'm not stabbing Santa?
No, get the bitch. Get bitch over there. Santa don't know what he's doing. He's just a puppet.
Burgles is going to lumber up to Eldara and try and stick her with a shovel.
Go for it. All right.
I rolled a 7, plus 7, so 14. Bardic Inspiration, plus 8.
Oh, damn, it hit.
I don't get sneak attack because no one's within 5 feet.
Give me a second.
I rolled
From the hole.
a 1. So 5 damage.
All right, she takes 5 damage, and also she's going to use her version of Hellish Rebuke. And as you stab into her with your shovel, you feel that you hit her, but all of a sudden you're just this frost kind of surrounds you and takes over, and you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
9 plus 7, 16.
That passes. You need 12. So you take 5 frost damage, or cold damage.
All right.
Oh, I'm also a rogue, so I'm going to use my bonus action to... Give me to disengage.
Oh, all right.
Come over here.
Word.
I don't like the look of this red triangle. Like, she's spicy.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Anything else, Burgles?
Nope, I'm good.
What's up, Ron?
Oh, sorry. I was looking at pictures of dead Santa, and apparently Getty Images' website has 4,897 pictures of dead Santa.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Beautiful. What a beautiful thing. It is Myra Claus's turn, and she is going to look at Cram in the air and holds out her kind of white claw hand, and 3 magic missiles come flying at you.
Dang, okay.
They just hit, right? That's just
Yeah,
what
they
happens.
just roll damage, yeah. Unless you got a shield spell.
Oh, do I?
And that's going to be 12 damage from the magic missiles.
Owie, I'm so squishy.
And she's just got that kind of slack-jawed, kind of almost zombie look in her face. And then it's Sylbrix's turn.
I climb out of the pit. I guess that's 10 feet of movement to climb out. And I'm right there.
Indeed.
And I'm going to make 2 attacks. And I guess I'm at disadvantage with the attacks because I'm still...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No Christmas spirit.
Oh, natural 1. I rolled a 1 and a 20. Natural 20.
Damn. Yin and yang.
And I'm going to take a picture of this.
Oh, no.
Good for you.
Oh, good.
I rolled 2 natural 1s.
Or no.
What?
Yeah. I missed completely.
All right.
You've taken away my holiday spirit! And I just whiffing.
Your holiday spirit belongs to me now. And next is Cram.
Cram is gonna fly out there. And I'm gonna bring out that cone again. Whee.
That there cone.
That there cone. I'm gonna use another sorcery point to do careful spell to not hurt any of my friends. And I am casting Fear, which is I create a 30-foot cone, and each creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or drop whatever it's holding and have the frightened condition for the duration, which is 1 minute.
Oh. Okay.
It's wisdom DC 16.
Oh god, she got a 4.
Nice.
So she has to drop her staff?
Yes, and it's also the clauses.
Oh, they aren't holding anything. They just have their claws.
That's okay. If they get the frightened condition, so they drop everything, but they also have to take the dash action and move away from me by the safest route on each of its turns, unless there is nowhere to move. If the creature ends its turn in a space where it doesn't have a line of sight of me, the creature takes a wisdom saving throw, or makes a wisdom saving throw. And on a successful save, the spell ends for that creature. But because I'm flying, there's nowhere in this room where they can't see me. And it looks like for just 1 whole minute, if they fail this save, they're scared of me and will just be running against the wall. And can't take actions.
So Santa gets a 16.
Damn.
Myra gets a 9.
Great. So the gals are afraid of Crum. And they have to dash. And Myra cannot go into the pit because it is not the safest route.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I just, for the rest of his term, Crum will just like fly up a little higher to make sure that he can see the 2 of them.
Cool. All right. Interesting. Great. Raucous, you're next.
Raucous, does anything appear to happen when she drops the staff?
No.
Raucous is like, all right, Eldara, this is over. Socrates! And then Socrates appears, he's got the glowing red nose, and she commands him to run over and grab the staff, and with the rest of his movement, bring it back towards Rocky.
No,
So
that
5,
belongs to me.
10, grabs it, and then I'll use my interact with object to take the staff from Socrates. Thanks, Saki.
Anything else?
And I'm gonna get whacked if I move, since Santa isn't scared. No. I don't think I can do anything. I guess I could risk getting whacked. Sure. How bad could that be? Probably really bad. He probably does a shitload of damage. But he's gonna do it if I stay there, right? So F it. I start moving.
Yeah, he's for sure gonna take an attack of opportunity at you. He'll try to like claw you for sure. It's a 14 to hit.
Oh, that's my AC. So, meets it, beats it.
For 7 piercing damage plus 2d6 cold for 15 damage total.
I got 1 hit point.
Oh,
Yeah, baby.
jeez.
No.
Yeah, she took 5. She's like, Jesus Christ, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's bailing the F out of this room with Eldara's staff.
Damn, cool. Anything else?
No. holding her little satyr guts in. No, other than that, nope.
And she can't chase, correct?
No, she's afraid. She's feared.
Yeah.
She can't move towards Cram.
The way that it's worded is that all she can do is dash away from me unless she ends her turn, where she can't see me. Do you want me to read it again? Because it's kind of busted.
In this room, it's busted because she can't.
In this room, it's
get
like
out.
Well,
really all they can do is run against the wall.
Like cower against the wall.
Because it literally says like, where is it? A frightened creature takes the dash action and moves away from you by the safest route on each of its turns unless there is nowhere to move. If the creature ends its turn in a space where it doesn't have line of sight of you, the creature makes a wisdom saving throw.
And you're kind of blocking their escape, so, yep.
So they're just kind of stuck against the wall.
well, see, this is where I have an idea, but it would stretch this out a bit longer, and I'm not trying to stretch it out longer.
They're frightened for 1 minute.
Because what I think I could do, but I'm trying to figure out how to make myself not do it, is could I Misty Step to here? Right?
I don't... Can
Is
you?
that moving?
It's casting a spell, and you're not moving, and I would allow it because she's not actually physically moving. It's like, boop, she blinks out, and she's suddenly not. She's out of line of sight.
And in that little corner, I'm out of line of sight.
Yeah.
So I think Eldara's gonna do that, but she knows that she's got to stay where she is, but I think she also sees that Raucous is on her last breath. And she's gonna Misty Step, use her last first level spell, and say, "You give that back to me, and maybe we could reach an agreement."
Oh, it just says that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's got like a finger pointed at you that's starting to kind of glow a little bit, and she'll hold her action. It's Santa Claus's turn, who does not understand what's happening and is just going to pulse. That's a 12 to hit. God, and then an 8 to hit.
Woof.
Those are both misses, right? I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure that 8 is, but oh shit. All right, Burgles, you're up.
You mess with the Burgles and you'll get the Jurgles. So I can kill Santa now?
I'm not there to stop you.
I think so.
Okay. Everybody's face consented to this. I'm gonna shovel Santa. 8 plus 7, 15.
That's what you need.
Nice. I mean, oh no. 5 damage.
Okay.
Bonus action disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna hide behind our beefy boy.
And Myra Claus needs to run away from you, correct?
Yeah.
So she runs this way and just kind of claws at the wall. Claws. There's a
That
claws
is
at
pretty
the wall.
funny.
Sylbrix,
Okay.
followed by Cram.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
We get it wrong. You could run around across the
And I'm going to make 2 disadvantage attacks. The lowest is a 10, that's an 18.
18 hits.
No, 7. So 18 plus I'm raging plus 2, 17, 19 points. Second attack. Lowest is a 13 plus 8 to hit, 21.
Yeah, that hits too.
And then max damage 12 plus
Damn.
7, 19 plus 2, 21.
All right. You take my stuff. Give it to me, please.
Oh.
It is mine by right. This is all mine by right.
Why were your followers trying to destroy the packages and beat up those poor innocent elves?
Because the solstice should belong to me. It was never Santa's. It was always meant to be mine, and I would be the one to deliver toys to all the girls and boys, and I will be the one again. Solstice will be different from here on out.
Hey, does anybody else want to whack at her?
Yeah, am I getting my turn?
Give me a second. Just to clear some space, some line of sight, I kind of step in between Rocky and Eldara.
Right on. Cram, you're up.
I'm flying right about there,
Yeah.
and I reach under my little red coat to my cloak. And I grab my third pit. And I throw it
You're out of control.
where she is. And she falls into a pit.
Do I fall into the pit too?
Yeah, I think you do.
Actually, yeah, you would. So Claire's not allowed to have this stupid coat anymore.
And Crum says, "Get pitted, bitch!"
Got him.
Oh
I
my
love
god.
this item.
Jesus. Anything else, Cram?
I just make sure that I'm flying high enough where I can still see her in her pit.
The pit of justice.
Our pit.
Yeah, our pit.
Oh, no. Okay. You even told me you had 3 of them. You
I
even
did.
said it. You even said the words. All right. Raucous, it's your turn.
Raucous sees all of this happen, and then she just says, "All right, I'm going to see you all back up top." She casts invisibility, and then moves, and then dashes. So I'm moving 60 feet the F out of here, invisible, with her staff. F you. Because I'm hoping if I get it far enough away from her, whatever she's done is going to stop working.
Oh,
Raucous
Raucous. As soon as the staff crosses the threshold of the door into Santa's office, it completely changes what it looks like. It had that kind of like holly leaves and vines and all of that that like really fitted Eldara and her kind of attire. And as soon as you hit Santa's office, it transforms into just like a kind of lowly, kind of wrinkled, warped wood walking staff with like maybe a couple little like silver and gold inlays. But it's kind of the opposite of the elegant thing that it was. You guys don't know that that's what happened, but at that exact same instant, the 2 clauses kind of melt back into what they were. Their clothes are still tattered and worn and ripped, and they collapse onto the ground, but they're conscious this time and kind of clinging to breath, looking around them, taking in really just Burgles and a pit on the ground. And Cram.
2 pits.
Well, they only see the one right now. They do see Cram flittering over on the side of the room. And at this point, Eldara is in the pit, just like hands and knees, muttering to herself, "So close, staff, and these idiots."
I
Mine.
hold my great axe to her throat. Yield.
I will never yield. And from the large room, you hear a jolly voice. Stop this, Eldara. Please, just let it end. You're over. You're done. You should go back to the Shadowfell and stay there. And she just stays silent. And the two Clauses kind of get up. And Santa snaps his fingers. And Eldara is like instantly bound with like this kind of magical like tinsel. Sylbrix, do you want to get out of the pit?
Yes. As I get out, I climb out. I look back and I say, "Why don't you go back to the Shadowfell and be the Santa there?"
An interesting proposition. And with that, she like twists into kind of a green and red smoke and disappears. Well, she's gone again. Sure, but she was there for quite a long time last time. Hello, friends. I am Santa Claus. You may have heard of me. And throughout all of this, he's like, they're both getting more color into their faces. He's becoming that jolly old figure with a large white beard and all of that. And he starts to explain that Eldara is my older sister, originally next in line to be the one to deliver all the good girls and boys. She is right about that. However, we found her to be naughty herself and cruel. She filled the naughty list with all of the nice children, too. This brought about the Dark Ages, of which I'm sure you are all very aware.
Jesus.
I discovered she was searching for a way to contact the first name ever to be on the naughty list. Cthulhu.
Wah, wah, wah.
I tried to tell her how dangerous he was and to reason with her to become the great Claus that I knew she could be, but she would not listen. And we fought a great battle. Eldara was eventually banished to the deep reaches of the Shadowfell until she somehow returned. But I thank you all for helping in our most dire time of need. And saving the solstice. I have much work to do. And shall we make our way back up? And you all go back up to the village. You meet back with Sif and Thrin and Brock, who have like basically huddled a small mass of elves around the tree who are ready with whatever random weapons they could have found should Eldara come back out. Raucous, when did we catch back up with you?
So when they all come out of the workshop, Raucous is over like in front of Harry and Barry and Spruce, and she's holding the book out. She's like, "You got to put our names in the book, sugar. I'm sure we've saved Santa. When he comes up, our names go in the book. That was the deal. Names in the book." And she's looking over at Sif like, "Names in the book." She's just like demanding our names go in the nice book.
That whole exchange is happening up by the tree at the village once you've caught up. And then Sif kind of looks behind you and gives a nod and says, I think what you're about to receive may be even better than your name in a book. And you turn around and it's Santa with the other three of your friends. And he says, I hear you were part of the Eldara conflict. You have my staff there. Do you mind?
Oh, yeah. And she sends Socrates over with the staff to deliver it.
Thank you. A beautiful nose you have there, Socrates.
Socrates like makes a little like like little motion and fly back.
I believe Sif has promised you nice list membership for life. Is that correct?
Yes, she did.
Excellent. We don't need to worry about that book. You've all been in the nice list for a while anyway. Some of you flirt with some erasure, but
I know what you're talking about.
I genuinely don't know which one of us you're talking about.
I did say some, but at this point, these will be all you need. And he holds his hand out, and there are 4 platinum little like medallion badges that you can each take. And these will guarantee you nice list membership for life. And you, Sylbrix, I hear you are in need of a new, sharper battle axe.
Yes, I am. Can you help me?
Oh, well, you look under your stocking when you get to Waterdeep tomorrow and see what you find.
Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you, Santa.
And Burgles, you've asked for revenge.
That's right.
Well, in a way, you have given me revenge. So thank you for the beautiful gift. And I hope I can find a way to repay you one day. Aside from being on the nice list for your whole life, which is pretty cool, if you ask me.
Qualified immunity will be a good start.
Cram.
Yes, Cram.
Cram does the little like pointer fingers together thing, and is like,
Now, Santa, I know that the good kids, the nice kids don't get coal. But can I have some coal and rocks for Christmas? I mean, for not Christmas, for solstice.
Of course, you can have as much coal as we can fit in your stockings. Just make sure to leave it over the fireplace.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Also, Sylbrix, please have some hot cocoa. It will restore your holiday spirit.
And I take the hot cocoa, and I just feel the color coming back to my cheeks.
Instantly, you all of the smells and the music you couldn't hear before come back to you.
Thank you, Santa.
Well, you should all be on your way to bed. Much to do tonight still. Thrin, Sif, if you don't mind getting these 4 back where they belong. And you all filter back into the sleigh, a little roomier since there are 2 less elves in tow this time. And Thrin again inputs the necessary arcane glyphs as Sif sits next to him, and you all wave your goodbyes, and you see the kid elves that you saved, and there a couple other elves are like trying to help that one winged kobold like put some toys back together. And the familiar scent of peppermint and pine again flood your senses as the sleigh briskly spins once more. And now you all awake at the same time, stretching as much as you can in the cramped but cozy room you fell asleep in the night previous. And you hear festive music downstairs and children's laughter, and you smell breakfast ham in the air. You seem to be in the exact state that you were when you went to sleep the night before. And you have a slight disappointment that everything appeared to be a dream. Even to the point where none of you talk about it throughout the morning as you pack up and get ready and prepare for the day. But as you reach into your pockets to pay Danica for your room for the night, you find a heavy platinum badge carrying the slightest whiff of peppermint about it, with a large word stamped into the design. Nice. And that's the end.
Yay! Great job, Sean.
Oh, goodness.
Oh,
And you
Thank
flip
you,
the
thank
coin
you.
over, and it says 69.
There's an
Incredible.
epilogue moment where I think Rocky is chasing Socrates around a room, like, you got to get over the fire, so sense a presence inside of you. Get over here. And now that she learned that socks get presents.
Of course they do. Little red noses. Thanks for listening, everybody. This was the 2024 Severed Sons, Severed Studios holiday special, A Claus For Concern. Again, you can find it on the DM's Guild. It's any price you want to pay for it, so that's pretty cool. I'm Josh. I've been your DM for the night. Been playing with...
Oh, me. Hi. Strrbuck playing a grave robber.
Me, Claire. I've been playing from Pupopulis.
Hey, everybody, this is Bill, and I was playing Raucous Willowbreeze.
And I'm Ron. I've been playing Sylbrix Thornface.
All right, you can please, follow our regular Severed Sons podcast, join our Discord, do all of that. Otherwise, I don't know what else to say. If Ron wants to put something in here later, or do what he usually says.
Well, I can usually say, because it's a snow, it's a winter thing. Stay frosty.
That's the truth.
Ho, 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 ho. I thought of that in the intro, and I was like, I gotta remember.
Beautiful.
Remember.
Bye, all.
Awesome. Bye.